This week was hard. Work was stressful, not dramatic. No one was shouting. Just non-stop emails, crazy deadlines stacked back to back. New projects came when I was still trying to complete my current one. The kind where you tell yourself, just finish that one more thing. It's important. And suddenly, it's late. My bike was in servicing, and that affected me more than I expected. Cycling is like my best friend, the one thing that's always there to lift my mood. Just me, my bike, the road, with my favorite music playing, and the wind in my face. That for a short stretch of time, I'm free. Free from responsibilities, free from deadlines. And when that wasn't there, everything felt harder than it needed to be. And when I'm tired, I stopped eating well. Not because I don't know better. When I looked at the food before me, I know it is good for me, but I just can't bring myself to consume it. Each bite feels like an effort. And when everything already feels like effort, you start choosing what's easy. And then that voice start. Don't go out. Turn on Netflix. Binge watch the latest Korean drama. Don't talk to anyone. Stay home. Not dramatic, just retreat mode. And when I don't sleep well, that's when I stall. Not terrible, just not good. And climbing myself out of that mood just feels like too much. So instead of pushing harder, I chose self care. Not the indulgent kind, the necessary kind. Because I realized something. I need to feel better physically and mentally before asking my body to do more. I needed to take care of myself first before I could move forward again. So I planned something simple, a salon appointment and a meal with my friends. Nothing dramatic, just something to look forward to. And honestly, that small change in my routine lifted my mood a little. Work was still work. I was still tired. I was still stressed. But I knew something good was coming. And to be honest, who doesn't like a salon day? For an hour and a half, where no one asks you for anything. No deadlines, no decisions, no requirements. Just quiet. Honestly, that alone is therapy. And when you walked out looking better than when you walked in, you feel lighter. Well, that didn't fix everything, but it softened the edge. And I didn't jump straight back into my routine. I eased into it. I told myself just 5 minutes, just a short walk, just something small, even changing my bed sheets, feeding my cats, doing daily chores. That's still movement. They may be small, but they are still steps in the right direction. Because once you slow down all the way to a stop, that's when it gets harder. You skip a walk here, you skip a day there. Activity becomes optional. And before you realize it, you lost your momentum. Not in a big dramatic way, just slowly. And that's much harder to restart. So I'm learning. Small movement keeps the momentum alive. And at this stage of my life, that matters more than intensity. This week reminded me of something. Having a relationship with yourself is harder than having a relationship with someone else. When your partner isn't happy, they tell you. When your friend is upset, you can feel it, you can see it. And when your body isn't happy, it doesn't shout, it whispers. Tiredness, moodiness, resistance. And most of the time, we either ignore it or we are too busy to even notice. And before we know it, we have slipped into that low place again. Or worse, our body forces us. This week, I caught it. Not perfectly, but early enough for me to slow down before it got worse. And maybe that's progress. So when I look at the week honestly, this is what it looked like. Sleep average, short, interrupted. I woke up a few times. Energy poor. I felt lethargic most days. Even small things felt heavier than usual. Activity level average. Mostly short walks, nothing intense, just enough to keep myself moving. Mood average, a little low, not terrible, just not quite myself. But here's the part that matters. One win. I gave myself permission to reset. I didn't push harder. I didn't force momentum. I stepped away. I slowed down. I took care of myself before it got worse. And maybe that's progress. See you next week.